in a footballer's life. There are many special nights, but probably one has to say that a testimonial is that much more special. And this is the night when Steve Sherwood is given an acknowledgement by Watford Football Club and by the supporters of the club of his 10 years service, which he has become something of a unique breed of footballer, and that is meant in the kindest possible terms, in that he has played for the club in all 4 divisions, in an FA Cup final, the first in the history of Watford, and much more besides. And tonight, Scottish club Heart of Midlothian come to salute one of the unsung heroes of British professional soccer, and a man whose, I wouldn't say shyness, but whose manner perhaps isn't always acknowledged for what it ought to be. And also, for probably the last time in a match, John Barnes wears a Watford shirt at Vicarage Road Stadium. The rain, which has been falling here for the last couple of hours, looking finally as though it's drifted away. And that will be good news for the 1,000 or so to the open Vicarage Road end, and more important still perhaps, as the 2 teams walk out side by side for those that do their best doubtless to follow from the stands. John McClelland leads out Watford. Walter Kidd leads out Heart of Midlothian, and they form a funnel, really an extension of the tunnel. The salute, the great goalkeeper, one who gets on his night a tremendous round of applause from the Vicarage Road faithful. It will come as no surprise that he is the captain of Watford tonight. The Watford side that shows unchanged from the side that played Spurs on Saturday. And that is with Chris Pullen, who finished that game showing play wide on the right, with David Bardsley relegated to substitute. Heart of Midlothian, Watford played in a pre-season friendly. Lost by 2 goals to 1 way back in August. And attendance that night of more than 8,000 in and around Tynecastle Stadium. Tonight there's nothing like that number here. Those that are here come to acknowledge this fellow's contribution. Graham Taylor often regarded this fellow as football's unluckiest goalkeeper. And who knows, the talk will go on for months about what might have happened if only he hadn't dislocated a finger in the week before the FA Cup semi-final. I think it's fair to say that when the match gets underway, Heart of Midlothian will be amongst the first to wish him good night and try and play the sort of football for which they're renowned. It's a hard trip for them, 24 hours after their match against Dundee United in Scotland, and after the heartbreak last season when they were pipped for the championship in the final game and then beaten in the Scottish Cup final, losing this time in the semi-finals of the Scottish Cup. And the man in charge tonight is Brian Hill, who was at Vicarage Road not 10 days ago for the Watford game against Southampton. And the two young mascots, the family united. Hearts fans I saw in Watford as early as 10:30 this morning. And we actually had the unique sight of two people in their testimonial seasons. And Steve Sherwood going to start by defending the Vicarage Road end goal. And Harvard Midlothian will be attacking the goal from left to right in the first half. And Steve Sherwood's 1987 testimonial match against Harvard Midlothian from Scotland is underway. And there's the player-manager Sandy Jardine straight away into the action for Hearts. Rostron, pitch bound to be a bit slippery after recent rain, but nonetheless, overall I suspect it won't be playing at all badly. Tremendous gesture this by Hearts. They flew down on the shuttle this morning and they've only been in Watford since lunchtime. They'll fly back tomorrow. There's quite a Hearts fan club here as well, and they will really be looking forward to seeing their team play. A lot of them don't get the chance to see them play that often in Scotland, and now perhaps they can get the chance back in this country. Jardine. It's only the second ever meeting between the two sides. And the first touch of the night to Steve Sherwood. Gibbs. Looks for Falco. Crossing. Cleland. Pullen. This is Brian Whittaker with the throw for Hearts. John Cahoon. Walter Kidd. Barnes. Hearts perhaps can make something of this now. 7 for them is Cahoon. Joining the attack, number 10, Gary Mackay. He was aiming for Kenny Black, but Steve Sherwood firmly into the action once more. Falco. Now Barnes. We'll do with this. Wants to twist and turn down to the byline. And a goal kick. Check then on the hard side. Henry Smith wears 1. Walter Kidd 2. Brian Whittaker 3. Sandy Jardine 4. Roddy MacDonald 5. Andy Watson 6. John Cahoon 7. Kenny Black 8. Sandy Clark 9. Gary Mackay 10. And John Robertson 11. Deal with the substitutes as and when they arrive. And the Scottish Premier side, let's see how they respond. We've had early Luther Blissett goal. Gibbs going back. A bit of Anglo-Scottish pride at stake here. Brian Whittaker. Sandy Clark doing the chasing. And a goal kick. The ultimate result. Brilliant. Seven is Cahoon. Ball trying to go forward towards Andy Watson. Gary Porter. Mark Falco. Porter once more for John Barnes. Rostron. Cahoon. It's Henry Smith, the goalkeeper. Whittaker. Jardine setting into almost a sweeper role for Hearts in these early minutes. And the flag up for offside. So it's Luther Blissett in 2 minutes then. Play on, says the referee. Richardson is chasing. And John McClelland's quickly in. Certainly in these early stages of the game, Hearts trying very hard to pull in. Run on to Falco to try and chase. Pullen might take over. Put the ball across. And it comes to Porter it well. And Henry Smith getting right behind it. Getting his body behind the line of it. Without any problem at all. And now Hearts come on their way with Walter Kidd. John Barnes trying to come back and challenge. Play on, says Brian Hill, as Kevin Richardson has the ball for Watford. That's a lovely ball for Luther Blissett to chase. Blissett, the goal scorer, will Wolf Rostrum's gone on the overlap. Rostrum's got a chance here, and then finally as Smith dived, it went really out of the way. But Hill takes the flag from the linesman. A kid. 6 is Andy Watson. Is Gary Mackay. Almost an opportunity created. Pullen. Falco has come a long way back to help out. Almost in central midfield role at the moment. Gary Porter. Pullen. Richardson. John McClelland. There's a long one aimed for Barnes, and he's found it well. 2 players coming across, one of them is Jardine. And the clearance completed by Roddy McDonald at the expense of a corner. So Kevin Richardson coming across to take it. Rostron. Offside flag up once more. Into Midlothian, 5th place in the first in the Scottish Premier Division, assured for them. Here's Kenny Black. Kidd. 5 is McDonald, trying to build something, but only running into trouble in the shape of Kevin Richardson. Rostron, Richardson, Jacket. Falco coming across to try and cut the danger out and not succeeding. Something I haven't seen for a long time, and actually went down the tunnel. So it's a Wolf Rostron throw for Watford. Barnes. Kenny Jacket. The header going across, and away. Surely it will come now by Gary Mackay. Quick chance for Hearts to score something on the break here. We've got players over. One of them is Andy Watson. Now, what can they do with this one? 7 is Cahoon. And he's got round McClelland's challenge. And it finally goes just wide. It's a good move and a good ball again. go twisting and turning here. Nigel Gibbs trying to join the attack for Watford. Richardson knocked in. And Henry Smith. Good lad, I should think, on his line to cut out the danger. McClelland's interfering in that challenge. Salko. Another foul by McClelland. This time on Sandy Clark. So there might be something on here for Hearts. See if they can build in enough strength to do something with it. Mackay. Robertson in and Rostron away. John Barnes feeds Gary Porter, feeds Wolf Rostron. And Barnes trying to go down the line. Could slow it down. Give Mr. Sherwood another touch. Some remarkable turnout from the people of Harlem and Lothian tonight. And the supporters of Hearts, many of them perhaps exiled Scots, living this side of Hadrian's Wall, and they really have come out in force. Salko. Rostron. Ball played wide for Chris Pullen. With a bit to show his manager tonight in his first full game at senior level. Mackay. John Cahoon. It's a nice 1-2 and Robertson might be in here. And it is an important piece of defending by Kenny Jackett. Hearts having to settle for the corner. So there might well be something on here for the Hearts. So prepare to take the corner. Sherwood has stayed rooted to his line. It might go in, off the line by Porter. Warren by Whittaker. And that was a real chance for Hearts. But it's still not away. Jackett trying to knock it in. Sandy Clark feeds 8. Kenny Black. Pushing out from the Scots. They've got their act together and looking quite menacing. Whittaker, his effort was the one that was hacked off the line. And now Barnes goes on his way for Watford. What can he do with this? He's got players both sides. Bissett's going forward on a run. Bissett is on here. the Scots, having looked menacing, suddenly Watford get an attack together, and they have no answer whatever. Watford 2, Heart of Midlothian 0. Gary Porter losing out here to Kenny Black. Square ball for Andy Watson. Wide ball on the far side. So is Walter Kidd. Now Robertson for Hearts. Let's see what they can do in response to that. 6 is Andy Watson. Robertson again. Watson. Trying hard to join the attack. Pullen. And the little winger on his way here. And it's a goal kick. Watson. And again. And he Porter's the player trying to close him down. And does so. Now Blissett. And he could be on here again. Hearts are really giving him far too much space at the moment in the centre-half position. And Blissett's just the sort of player that will make them pay for it. Pullen. It's not a bad cross either. Barnes trying to get up. Player coming to join him was Rostron, but away by Walter Kidd with an air of relief here, I should have imagined. And Rostron, who had to go back when he thought he might get a chance going forward. Pullen. Gibbs. That surely will be the goalkeepers. And in fact, not even he, at the end of the day, decides it's worthwhile to go for it. Quite a unique situation. You talk about football clubs in England and in Scotland. And in Scotland, we have a situation whereby the managers of Heart of Midlothian are twofold. There's Alex MacDonald, who's watching this from high up in the stands, and there's also Sandy Jardine, who's in rather more active service tonight down on the pitch. And it's a Hearts throw. This is Brownhill. Clark. Rostron. Kenny Black. Jacket. Now, perhaps they can get something here, can Hearts. And again, Gibbs quickly in, cutting out the slightest threat of the challenge and the slightest danger. As Black and Mackay move forward. At the end of the first quarter then of the Sherwood Testimonial. And Watford in front. Only 2 goals to 0, both of them scored by Luther Blissett. The Watford substitutes tonight: David Bardsley, Cliff Powell, Ewan Roberts, Malcolm Allen and David James. Although I don't think I fancy David James's chances tonight of getting a game. No, Lee Graham Taylor has other ideas. He's the young 16-year-old. And the Hearts subs: Scott Crabwayne, Foster, Alan Moore and the goalkeeper Andy Bruce. Mackay trying to knock it in, and Robertson puts it wide. And that was a clear opportunity falling to Heart of Midlothian. Ran across very fast, but couldn't do anything with it. Long goal kick by Sherwood. And an offside flag raised. It's this side, I think, against John Robertson. Kenny Jackett. Gary Porter. Chance down by Pullen. Whittaker in again. Richardson, and then to chase. Sandy Clark, Robertson wide. Johnny Cahoon, Johnny Walker ball in that Robertson might have been able to run onto, but McClellan is away. And McClellan watches it back to Steve Sherwood. And they go again, and Gary Porter on number 10, Gary Mackay, and the referee says penalty. He didn't really have too much doubt, did Brian Hill, in his own mind about that decision. We'll say from here it was quite right too. So Mackay brought down by Porter from the penalty, John Robertson. Now what will he do with this? Steve Sherwood will have to pick it out the back of the nets. He will. And Hannah Midlothian net one back. "29 minutes gone, and it's Watford 2, Hannah Midlothian 1. So now, what can they do more? It's at least finding a way through here. Watson will square towards Brian Whittaker. Phil Nigel Gibbs on the overlap. There's something on if they can find Blissett, and they can. And then might be in a better position to cross behind him. Richardson. Porter, he'll have a go, and a fine save too. Very fast and flying across the goal. It was a good long left-footed effort from Gary Porter. And at the other end, he won the goal of the season award at Vicarage Road with an effort not too dissimilar at the Vicarage end. The Vicarage Road end, rather. So Richardson's corner. And Gary Porter trying to get in again. And here's Watson away for Hannah Midlothian. Looking to play the ball in for Brian Whittaker. More or less succeeding as well. John Robertson. and really ran for Mackay, but Sherwood will catch that with some ease. And his pass is long. Now, Robertson. Still Robertson. Kenny Jacket and John McClelland a little bit in each other's way. Going to have to win themselves a free kick anyway. Punt from Sherwood is long. And in goes Gary Porter. Jardine. Cleveland is across. Pull in. And the flank up against Blissett. This one belongs to 30 metre final opening. Jacket safely back for Steve Sherwood. Gibbs for Blissett. And the ball's forward and Blissett nearly got in there. Jardine doing enough. And he may be 38. He was voted Scottish Player of the Year last season. I'm not surprised. It's one of the youngest looking 38-year-olds I've ever seen. And I didn't tell my mother-in-law. Richardson. Barnes. Porter. Watford on their way here. They've got players over. Barnes is wide. Falco's going like an express through the middle. Barnes, can he measure his cross? He can. It was behind Falco. Chance for Nigel Gibbs to have a go. And it was deflected. Porter. Richardson, he'll tee himself up for one. Gibbs to chase once more. Look at those Hearts fans. Tremendous support they brought with them. Richardson, it's a lob. And a goal kick. And we've played 33 minutes. And Watford lead Heart of Midlothian by 2-1. And a small problem with the eye by the looks of it. And he will just waiting for the Hearts physio to have a few words. Henry Smith, the goalkeeper, goes off. Reasonably contented that it's not a serious injury. Hearts season, as I said, ended last night with defeat, with a draw against Dundee United, rather. And ball on the Clellens. And again, Gibbs. Whittaker. Jordan. Now Barnes. Might be a move on here. Blissett inside to Barnes, and on he goes again. And this could be a real opportunity here for Watford. Paul Whittaker reading it well and doing more than enough to come out the danger and find Henry Smith. Eight minutes to half time. It's Watford 2, Hearts 1. Clark in the ball forwards, but Gary Porter there with some ease. Barnes doing his best, but not succeeding that easily. And Sherwood with a fairly easy touch. Touch for Smith once more. Gibbs. Looking for Richardson. Here they come again to the Hearts with Mackay. And that was a foul. Brownhill caught up with play once more. Even though it is indirect, he clearly felt it was accidental. So Sandy Jordan, the player manager, will try and get Hearts going once more. Nearly fell for Ken Jacket and did in the end. Pullen. And the throw in, Norton Whittaker's. Watson. Might possibly be onto something here, might Hearts. Well played square and forward. Knocked back again. Blissett. And Falco was saved by Smith. And the result of all that is a Watford corner. So once more. And it didn't fall nicely for Smith at all. And this time it's a goal kick. 5 minutes to go to half time. McClellan's. Ostrom did well on the attack again. Here's Mackay. Walter Smith trying to get back. Walter Kidd rather trying to get back. But all he can do is the net result of it all. Seven lower Hearts attack up. McDonald has come a long way forward here. And Gibbs his clearance. And Gibbs charges it down. Just as Hearts looked as though they might be onto something once more. Pull on. And the long chase for Henry Smith. And a slight sigh of relief, dare one say it. It would have been a highly embarrassing moment for the Hearts goalkeeper if it had gone wrong on him. Gibbs. To play the ball forward again. And Jardine. As we come to the 2-minute mark to half-time for his goalkeeper. Sherwood came well and did well. Pullen. Leave it. Chance to try and do something in these final seconds. Blessed. What can he do with it? Here's Barnes. Blessed again. Three Hearts defenders between them. Do enough to, at least for the moment, end the danger. So it's now simply a question of what Brian Hill has on his watch for injuries and stoppages. Barnes, Pullen had the shot, they went well wide. Chris Pullen, the end of them, probably a little disappointed. He had nothing to show for it. So into the time that we have for injuries and stoppages, of which there's been just that one incident. And as I talk, the half-time whistle goes. And it's a half, really a typical testimonial type football, rich in entertainment. And sides a little bit reticent over the odd quarter sword. But this Anglo-Scottish rivalry is set alive by 2 goals from Luther Blissett
after 2 and 28 minutes. John Robertson getting one back for Heart of Midlothian. So the half-time score in this Steve Sherwood testimonial match is Watford 2, Hearts 1. So a quick check around the two teams at the start of the second half at Vicarage Road. And from my perch high up, it's not that easy sometimes to pick out the substitutes, but we'll have a go and see how we get on as the second half gets underway. So it's the second half then of Watford against Heart of Midlothian for Steve Sherwood's testimonial. And the substitutions by Watford include Cliff Powell and David Bardsley and Ewan Roberts. We'll have a look at some more in a moment. Here's John Robertson for Hearts. Looking to see what substitutions they've put on. And Robertson having a go. And Sherwood getting a lucky break right at the start of the second half. Alex Watson staying on. Roberts. Barnes going on. Looking at the sides, it looks as though the substitutions include the exit of Chris Pullen, and he's been replaced by David Bardsley. Look as though the exits include Mark Falco, who's been replaced by Ewan Roberts, and Cliff Powell is also on. And we'll have to check them as they go through here. In the second half. Porter. Robertson, this could be on. And Cliff Powell quickly coming in to try and get away from the danger zone. Here's David Bardsley, another one of the substitutions. And Hearts have the benefit here of a throw in a fairly dangerous position. Watson, way by McClellan's. Not decisively so, though. And chance for them to try and do something. Barnes. Free kick for Watford. Blessett. Porter on the overlap. Blessett trying to go through and scores the third. And a hat-trick for Luke. A clever strike by Luther Blessett. The ball played forwards. And he hit it really well. So it's Watford 3, Heart of Midlothian 1. Luther Blessett gets a hat-trick. And Sherwood comes and claims well. Jacket then with the free kick to see where Cliff Powell fits in. I think he may well be playing right back. It's John Barnes. And Gary Porter trying to come across as well. The players being brought back. It looks to me as though Hearts have almost got the same 11 players. In the first half they're delaying their substitutions. Rostron. Kidd. Roberts up and doing well, and jacking away with David Bardsley to chase against Kenny Black. So now, here's Barnes. Bardsley. And the attempt was another powerful one, but without much success, it has to be said. Roberts. John Barnes. And he gave the ball away, and Porter promptly won it back again. Here's Gary Porter. What can he do with this now? Barnes trying to do it. Implicit not succeeding. So Watford with a corner then. Ian Roberts coming near side. And another corner as Roberts tried to get in there. Ryan Hill, the concerned referee. It's Roddy MacDonald again, who's taken something of a battering here. And the clearance for Rostron. It might fall to Bardsley, but some pushing.
Let's go for it, Fred. Let's go for it. It's so hard.
Jardine with the free kick. Twisting and turning. Roberts away. Gary Porter. John Barnes. Wilf Rostron. McClelland. Bardsley's cross, Blissett, wide. There was a real chance for him to make it 4 as well. David Bardsley doing well to get down to the flank and to get himself into the shooting position. But at the end of the day, promise unfulfilled. Rostron. Clearance away downfield. So the 3 substitutes, all from the Watford side. David Bardsley, Cliff Powell and Ewan Roberts on, off in their places. Nigel Gibbs, Mark Falco and Chris Pullen. Roberts. Rostron. McClelland. Gary Porter. Bardsley doing the chasing. And that's... Has it gone for a corner? No, it hasn't. Only thanks to some good goalkeeping, one has to say. McClelland. Roberts. Eight is Kenny Black. A chance for him perhaps to run through. Kidd trying to go through on the overlap. John Cahoon. Results, all that in a corner. So might this be a chance then for the equaliser? Or should I say the second Hearts goal, which will of course 3-1. And it's going to be a short one. Kidd. And Steve Sherwood coming well and playing well. Kenny Jackett. Bardsley. Might be onto something here. Laid inside for Ewan Roberts. And the good crushing effort blocked by Watson at the back as they tried to come forward. Corner results then. Barnes is on the near post, Ewan Roberts in the middle if they want him. Barnes is surely the player they'll aim for with the knock on. It was Gary Porter's corner rather. Here he goes again. Now what sort of a cross can he find this time? Ewan Roberts nearly doing enough to put him off his stride. And the final act, it wasn't quite enough. David Bardsley, Ewan Roberts and a flag up for a spot of offside. Whittaker. Gary Mackay. And again. And to try and play the ball in. It might yet fall for Walter Kidd to try and come in and join them on the overlap. Hearts have the throw. Porter. And that's another one. 4-1. And a lovely work move as well. Gary Porter, the supplier. Gary Porter, the finisher. So Luther Blissett leads the charge with 3. And Gary Porter makes it 4. And Heart of Midlothian somewhat sorry at the moment with an awful lot of problems, but give them all the credit in the world. They're a smashing bunch of people and they've come all the way down from Edinburgh 24 hours after their league game to play in this match. Here come Hearts again. 9 is Sandy Clark. And McClellan blocks. It's back for Cahoon once more. Twisting and turning. Hard slip. Black with the free kick. And Watson it struck. Roberts for Sherwood. And a little bit fortunate as well. Porter. David Bardsley. Drilled it in. And it took 2 deflections and didn't fall Watford's way. Heart of Midlothian get the chance to break once more. Mackay. That was quite unnecessary by Cliff Powell. Brian Hill says cool it. The player he fouled was John Cahoon. They're trying to tee somebody up for an attempt on goal. It might come to Watson. There's still no sign of a shot coming from anybody from the Scottish side. And Richardson used his arm.
Substitute for Hearts is number 16, Alan Moore. Number 16.
And so we see the first switch by Hearts. And the youngster, Alan Moore, comes on. And the fellow that goes off is the man who's got the Hearts goal, John Robertson. So let us see what the little youngster can do. But Jardine will try one first, and there's a chance here. And it went just wide, and it was the number 6, Andy Watson, coming in that took it. Took the responsibility, and will be disappointed, I suspect, with the end result from that. Andy Watson came to the club from Leeds United. Been very busy in the middle of the field for the Scots tonight. Oddy McDonald again. It's a free kick. Hearts again looking to try and build opportunities, and Sherwood can do nothing with that one at all. Really splendid header. That really was a great goal. And Sandy Clark will not score Too many like that in this season. Beautiful header. And it's 4-2. Cliff Powell. And the flag up for offside against David Bardsley. Smith's clearance, a very long one. Moore trying to get to it before Will Frostrom. His search was a forlorn one. Look at all those Hearts fans. Scottish people. Really done well. Brought so many down for this game. Roberts, Barnes, Richardson, given away again. Whittaker finds number 8, Kenny Black. Whittaker's joined the front runners here, almost in an overlap situation as Hearts start to look menacing once more. It's 4-2, remember, so they're by no means out of sight, Watford. Now can this fellow produce a moment of magic? Barnes, and he's done Blissett, the linesman on the far side, or offside. Blissett, Richardson, Bardsley again. Frostrom chasing. And McClelland concedes another corner. Watson, McClelland away, the danger not over yet by a long way. And Kenny Jackett makes the important clearance when it matters. Jackett away. Cahoon. Danger signs are still there, and another goal, and a good one too. Gary Mackay this time. And the constant Harder Midlothian pressure really is starting to pay dividends. Gary Mackay makes it Watford 4, Heart of Midlothian 3. And so they really have got their money's worth, the crowd tonight. Hearts looking out with a washing at 4-3, at 4-1 rather. And suddenly they get 2 goals, which makes it 4-3. That was a good strike by Mackay as well, from the edge of the area. Gave the goalkeeper really very little chance at all. Blissett. Bardsley. And Smith. And the flag was up anyway. And it's more substitutions by Hearts. So Scott Crabb gets a taste of the action. Gary Mackay, and that's on his way off. It seems as though it's the kiss of death in the Hearts side tonight to score a goal. And here he goes anyway. A fresh pair of legs, almost producing immediate dividends for him. That has gone for a corner. Sherwood doing just enough. I thought it had gone for the corner. Not as it turns out. David Bardsley. Sandy Jardine. Henry Smith. What a marvellous noise the Scottish contingent here tonight are making. Bardsley. Free kick. Ewan Roberts, Luther Blissett, John Barnes, 1-2-3 already in the middle. Chance to drive one in, and wide. All in all, it's been a good match for the crowd. As we see another substitute, this time by Watford. Luther Blissett comes off. Malcolm Allen comes on to replace him. Graham Taylor supervising operations on the bench, and any moment we shall hear a very big cheer as David James, the Watford second keeper, prepares to make his appearance. And the man going off is Steve Sherwood, getting a great reception from the crowd as he goes on his way, and he's done well on his testimonial night. Great shake of the hand and a standing ovation, even from the Hearts players as well. What a nice gesture as this young man, David James, at the age of 17, gets his taste with 10 minutes to go. So Watford using all their substitutes. Malcolm Allen replaces Luther Blissett. And a change of goalkeeper too for Heart of Midlothian. So it's all change. Here we go round the mulberry bush. This is Alex Bruce. And the man going off is Henry Smith. He will get an earlier touch than David James because it's going to be a Hearts goal kick while all that operation took place. Bardsley. Whittaker. Flag up for offside. Roberts. David Bardsley. And he's got well down the flank here. Allen coming in. And clearance away. And the throw is given Watford's way, much to the disappointment of Alan Moore. It'll be Rostron with it. Is there still time? Well, certainly there is for more goals here. Miss Sanderson's on as well, so we've got 5 substitutes from both sides. Let us just hope we get them right. Rostron, Jacket, Barnes, Malcolm Allen, Gary Porter. That's Bruce's. Under pressure from Roberts, he did well, but the Welshman doing a little bit of it unfairly, says Brian Hill. It wouldn't have mattered anyway. The result of it all is that it's a free kick to Hearts in their own area. Bardsley trying to get the ball forward. Hearts are on their way again, and Little Moore's really gone sprinting through here. James came out and blocked well, and it would have counted. No flag from the linesman. An important block by James. He's not touched the ball. And now here go Watford again with Gary Porter, scorer of one of the goals. Malcolm Allen. We've got a real end-to-end finale on our hands here. Into the last 10 minutes we go. Allen. Cross was aimed, and Bruce wouldn't know too much about it. Gary Porter tried to get on the end of it and didn't. Sandy Clark. Bardsley feeds David James. Youngster from Welwyn Garden City. It'll be one of the biggest crowds he's played in front of in his career. From McClelland. And it's Watford's free kick. I don't think I've heard crowd noise like this ever before in a testimonial. Many supporters, I suppose, feel that it's a night where not only can they see their beloved Heart of Midlothian in action, but they can also, for a matter of that, take it another ground. Not many of them, I should have thought, in the Scottish camp would have been to Watford before. Hopefully, many of them will come again. Scott Crabb for Kenny Black. James again. Somebody does a rock behind McClelland as the little diminutive Alan Moore tried to get in. Clearance by Whittaker. Powell versus Moore. And Powell wins. David Bardsley. Chance to try and work something perhaps from here even. James staying rooted to his line. John Barnes. Black. The shot from Crabb, the catch from James. 5 minutes plus little bits of time to go for the odd injury, the odd stoppage, and perhaps as much as anything for the switching of players in this second half, substitute-wise. Alan Moore losing out to Powell. We haven't had the gates confirmed thus far, but I would have thought for a testimonial, Steve Sherwood has got to be a very, very delighted man indeed. Certainly if the noise is anything to go by. I'm so high up I can't see who's underneath me. Barnes. Clellens. Allen. Trying to play the ball forward. Blocked in his attempt to do so by Scott Crabb. And Andy Bruce with an opportunity again. Porter. Roberts. Porter. This is the fair-haired Jimmy Sanderson for Hearts. Chased back by Cliff Powell. And the little fella, Alan Moore. David James clears a long ball forward again. James coming again. Bardsley. And Roberts to chase. And Andy Bruce coming, but in any event, the flag up on the far side. So about 3 minutes then, plus injury time to go. Watford 4, Heart of Midlothian 3. 7 good goals and lots of good football, and it could be the 8th. That's a good block by James, and he could still be in trouble, and that's going just wide. Cahoon coming in, and McClellan's defending firm and decisive when it had to be. David James positive at the start. Indeed, he had to be. McClelland came and jumped well. And the free kick is Watford's. Clearance long downfield, Powell coming again. And David James catching it well. So now, see whether Hearts can square things at the death. Roberts, David Bardsley. Space in the middle if Roberts and Barnes can come in, but Bruce very much first to the ball again for them. What a useful goalkeepers Hearts have. They've enjoyed this game. So have the crowd. I remember the match at Tynecastle back in August. Unbelievably, for a pre-season friendly, there were more than 8,000 fans there. And if you need any evidence as to the seriousness of Scottish football, the evidence, without any doubt, was there for the taking. Now, McClelland. So now it is just a question of time. That's all. What a great night it's been as Brian Hill, I thought for a minute, blown his whistle. It was in fact a wave a la Mexico in the family enclosure in front of the main stand. It's been a splendid night. Football has certainly won this one. And Sherwood could hardly have wanted Mr. Stephen of that ilk, I'm sure, for a better night than this. John Cahoon. David James harassed almost into submission, but not quite. And to the end, the Scots, to their great credit, fight on. They battle on, they persevere. They will not give up. Andy Watson. And the offside flag is raised. Another look at the watch by Brian Hill. I don't think too many people will want to hear the final whistle when it comes. Credit to both teams for making it such a good spectacle. Hearts just 24 hours after their last Scottish League game. And Watford too have played their part to the full. Great entertainment. A crowd that's really enjoyed it. That there is very little doubt. Richardson, Bardsley, Barnes, looking to try and finish it in a grand manner. Jimmy Sanderson very much in line to stop him doing so. So now it's just a question of time. Porter, there's a Hearts player, eyes on the ground. McDonald for the goalkeeper. The end of a splendid sporting occasion in the best sense of the word, and one man who will be delighted by the whole night is the man in whose honour it was, Watford goalkeeper. In whose honour it was. Steve Sherwood. And now the Hearts fans, one or two of them coming on, but it's all in the best nature imaginable. So a splendid night for the record. Luther Blissett a hat-trick for Watford and Gary Porter the fourth. John Robertson, Sandy Clark and Gary Mackay scoring for Heart of Midlothian. But who really worries about scores on a night when football is shown in such its good light? And a nice gesture by the Watford supporters applauding the Scottish fans as well. So an excellent night's football, good entertainment for the crowd, and a happy Steve Sherwood as well. In the final scoreline, Watford 4, Heart of Midlothian 3.